Hey guys, how's it going? I am Osebo. Thanks for watching the video. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and wow, yeah, so cool. A lot to talk about. I'm not gonna get into spoilers in the first part of the video. I'm gonna tell you when I begin with them later on. But yeah, just giving you my general thoughts on the concepts, on the themes that I saw in the movie. I have to start by comparing the sequel to its original. This Volume 2 follows the same recipe from Volume 1. Everything you've seen in the trailer, so no spoilers. The ragtag bunch of a-holes, bickering and fighting, but guarding the galaxy. The mixtape, Volume 2, using old songs. It's the same type of movie, but with different elements. Like twins, right? Like twins. Except the one twin likes guac in his burrito, and the other one doesn't. Sure. This movie is visually beautiful. The visual effects in the movie are fantastic. Top of the top. I really felt like we were watching a comic book come to life. It's so crazy. The first Guardians established the tone, the look, the feel of this franchise, and this Volume 2 made everything more colorful and eye-popping. The space stuff, the ships, shooting stuff, you know, the technological side with crazy ass weapons, and everything was just amazing. Of course, Rocket and Groot and all the CGI were superbly animated. I don't think there was one thing, only one thing in the movie that felt like it looked weird or it didn't fit. Everything else is beautiful. You believe they are in those planets. You believe you are traveling in the galaxy, encountering all those sceneries, all those ships, all those aliens. It's a visually beautiful space opera, and you will like what you see, no questions asked. I will go in depth with the visuals in the movie later on in the spoiler part of the video, so check out the longer part, the other part of the videos, for more in-depth stuff. Having said that, what this movie makes up for in visuals, it lacks a little bit in story or narrative, plot, whatever you want to call it. No spoilers. This is everything you've seen or you can read before watching the movie, like the synopsis, the summary of the movie. It tells you that this movie is about discovering Peter Quill's true parentage. That's it. What does that mean? It felt like I saw an adventure of the Guardians, like one problem or one thing they wanted to solve, instead of a good old-fashioned superhero tale like other movies. But I think the same can be said for Volume 1 maybe. And of course this movie contains a lot of silliness, like stuff like that is really silly, that you just like, what, really? Things that can make critics go, no, no, no. But I don't think fans or the mainstream movie-going audience will frown on those things. I will talk about it more on the spoiler part of the video. But yeah, if you don't care about plots or narratives or stuff like that, silliness or snarkiness, then don't worry about it. You will love this movie. Now I gotta talk about the characters and something in the intro. So I'm gonna be talking spoilers now. Spoilers from now ahead. You've been warned. Spoilers. Quick note on the beginning of the movie, I noticed that it is so similar to the Telltale game of the Guardians. If you played the game, you will notice the similarities, and it was just something really cool that only gamers will notice. Check out my review for chapter 1 of the game if you haven't in my channel. It's so cool, those little touches. I didn't like the intro. We saw too much of Baby Groot. I think it annoyed me a little bit. Only specific scenes worked for me, like searching for Yondu's fin. That was actually pretty funny. And some shots using him for his silent response to other characters. When he was sitting down eating candy in the ship, that was super funny. Some things worked, some specific scenes worked, but generally I didn't really like Baby Groot. I think they are using him for merchandise. Now talking about the characters, there are a lot of family themes or problems in this movie, from Gamora and her vengeful sister Nebula, because Gamora beat her in all the fights that their daddy Thanos made them have, and she got all cybernetic and stuff, and now she wants to kill her sister, but whatever. I'm glad that they maybe sort of patched things up. I think it's pretty safe to say that all it takes is to hold a knife to your sister's throat That way you can find out if you want her alive or dead. Drax and Mantis, who developed a weird relationship. I don't know what to tag it. Brother and sister? Maybe, or really honest friends. I don't know, but they gave me most of the laughs in the movies. They are so funny. Watching someone as socially awkward as Drax interact with someone even more awkward like Mantis was too funny. It was so cool. Definitely the brightest of the relationships in the movie. And of course now the big relationship, the big thing here. Peter and his father Ego. The Celestial. That's crazy. Chris Pratt and Kurt Russell as Peter and Ego have great chemistry. I love them as father and son. Those characters carry a lot of baggage, both suffered from the loss of Meredith. Ego has his huge sense of responsibility or greater purpose, and much more. There is a lot to play off of in these two characters. So cool. At first it was really nice to see Peter reunited with his dad, even though, just as Gamora, I suspected this was too good to be true, and it's a movie. There has to be a twist or turn, and I think the obvious one was for the guy, the new guy, the father, the focus in the movie was gonna be bad. But it was so cool the way they managed it, they did it. It didn't surprise me, but it was so cool and so entertaining to watch. Which takes me to the cosmic aspect of the MCU. I never thought I would see a Celestial or a display of those powers in the MCU. It was so crazy. Like I said before, the visuals on these powers in the movie were phenomenal. And just processing how powerful and godlike Ego is, and Peter was for a moment, just gives a new perspective, a new way to think about the MCU. Because if you read comics, if you're a comic book fan or reader, you know how big this universe is. You know how big that universe of Marvel is. But for mainstream audiences, this is the first time they encounter someone as powerful as a Celestial. They haven't seen a display this powerful before. And I don't mind that they changed the history and made Ego Peter's dad instead of Jason of Spartax. It definitely gave the character more, more importance, yeah. Being the son of a god, that's why he was able to hold the Infinity Stone. I think I like this version more, even if we don't get to see the Empire of Spartax. Google Jason of Spartax and you will get Peter's dad. He's Peter's dad in the comic books. It's a different story. Check it out if you want to know. But yeah, I think Peter is super noble, and we get to meet this new person, what kind of person he is, when he tells his father there's nothing wrong with being mortal or human, and rejects those godlike powers. That just shows the nature of his character. And after all that fighting and showing me that he cares for his family of a-holes, he won me over. I like that character now. I like it. I respect him. And when he had the god powers, his eyes became all star-like. It felt like stars, like space itself. And he whispered, "Eternity." Eternity controls all existence. Everything is controlled by Eternity, which is a character in the Marvel comics. Google Marvel Eternity to know what's up with that. But yeah, Eternity controls everything, all existence except death. I think Eternity was introduced in Strange Tales. I forgot the issue, but it's a while back. Google it, check it out. And Taika Waititi, the director for upcoming Marvel film Thor Ragnarok, teased a celestial appearance in his movie. So the cosmic part of the MCU, all this powerful, crazy stuff is just beginning, and I'm so pumped to see what's up with Thor and the rest of this aspect of the MCU. It's so cool. I love the Easter eggs from the original Guardians of the Galaxy, led by Slice, Starhawk. The Watchers with Stan Lee is so crazy that they finally made Stan Lee an agent of the Watchers. It's so cool that many people's theories were confirmed, sort of, yeah. To Adam Warlock in his cocoon with Aisha. Adam Warlock is coming, man. It's so cool, Adam Warlock. This movie opened up all the possibilities, everything for the cosmic aspect of the MCU. Shit is about to get so weird and big and more colorful. This movie was beautiful. The cosmic stuff is so cool. I think those are all my thoughts. I think other than go talking about scene by scene or really specific scenes, I could go on and talk about them, but it's going to be a super long video, and it's just a review, so yeah, I think that's it. Guys, thanks so much for watching the video. I am Emosebo. If you enjoyed, please click the like button, share the video with some friends. Tell me in the comments down below, what was your favorite part of the movie, favorite character, or powers, or whatever. Are you excited for Thor Ragnarok in November, Spider-Man Homecoming before that? And of course, I'll see you on the next one.